My name is Tunde Alabi. It's my greatest pleasure to welcome you to another exciting episode of News Punch on this very wonderful, memorable day. I've got some very important guests in the studio. But before we actually talk about what we'll be talking about today, before I bring my guests to you, first on behalf of the entire crew, the chairman of Ben Television, Alice Tashiyode, the entire management board of directors, the production crew, we want to wish the newest couple in the world best wonderful marriage experience they can ever have in life. It's a wonderful moment for them, and we gladly rejoice with them. And also, I'm sure all Nigerians, African in diaspora, also rejoice with them on this wonderful day. Today, we'll briefly talk about the wedding, a bit of some politics involved or not, but I've got my guests in the house for few minutes talk on the royal wedding. Let me bring my guests to you. But before then, what we'll be talking on the show today, we'll be taking a look at post-election in Nigeria. Just as we started about 2 days ago, what does the future hold for Nigeria under our President-elect Jonathan Ebele Goodluck? What does the future hold for Nigeria? And that is what we'll be taking a look at today. First, one very important thing that Nigerians crave for every day is the issue of security. I've got a policy expert in the studio with me, a professor. For the matter, we'll be taking a look at that situation, how Nigeria can improve on the security network. And also in the studio with me is another very distinguished academician, a professor indeed of political journalism. He was in Nigeria some 2 months ago, and he was involved in training Nigerian journalists in election coverage. He saw parts of the election that took place in Nigeria, so he will be sharing his experience with us as an international observer for that matter. So I've got a very well-packed house in the studio here today. I'm talking about professors. Don't mind me, professors. So just sit close to your TV. If you want to call in when we open our phone line, please turn down the volume of your TV set and make sure you don't stay more than 1 minute on your phone, because I'm sure there will be lots of questions that people might want to ask my professors in the house today. First, let me bring to you Professor Ivo Geba. Professor Ivo Geba is a professor of political journalism at City University of London. He is also a professor of media and politics at the University of Bedfordshire. He was in Nigeria just recently for 2 months to train Nigerian journalists in election reporting and helped to run news service during the election. Professor Ivo Geba has had a successful career as expert contributor with foreign media such as BBC, Sky, ITN Radio 4, and now Ben Television. Wonderful experience, you say. Good one. And also my second guest in the studio today is another professor, this time around a Nigerian from Ekiti State. I am. Yeah. You know, Ekiti people will like studying a lot. So I've got Professor Olu Ogunsakin in the studio with me today. Professor Olu Ogunsakin is a policy expert, worked with the Home Office Specialist Support Unit as a consultant on policing to the Home Officer. He was involved in providing specialist support to all the 43 police constabularies in Britain. Professor Olu Ogunsakin is a senior advisor to the City of London Police since February 2001. He was among the very few prominent Nigerians, in fact just 3 of them, Nigerians honored by the British government in January 2010 for outstanding contributions to the socio-economic progress of the United Kingdom. Professor Olu Ogunsakin, a policing expert known across the world, from UK to America to the Caribbean. But then, one thing that is still lacking is there is no Nigerian government till today that has been able to tap on the wealth of expertise and experience these Nigerian has garnered all across the world, and for which he has been honored even by the British government. My greatest pleasure today to welcome to you my senior guests, Professor Olu Ogunsakin and Professor Ivo Geba. It's my pleasure having you gentlemen in the studio with me. First, let's start with the royal wedding. I'll start with you, Professor Ogunsakin. You were on duty today as, of course, you are an advisor to the British Police, to some senior advisor to the City of London Police, and this is your role since February 2001. You were also on duty today. I'm sure prior to the wedding of today, the Metropolitan Police have been very skeptical about being able to manage the people following the threats that came up just immediately after the last protest in the United Kingdom. But the one thing we saw today was that everything, security-wise, was absolutely perfect. What was the secret?
I think the secret for us is preparation. We did not wait for any event to occur. We actually prepare in advance. And again, what is quite important is what you do when you already know that something this big is going to take place. In most cases, the planning and the preparation started months ago. It's not something that was started yesterday or 2 days ago. So we were prepared, we were ready, and I think in essence, the people were well behaved as well. That is very important because the people came to celebrate and were able to actually be in a position to contain those people that we thought were going to cause trouble. And as you probably saw today, it was a fantastic day. And I think the credit goes to the people that we police and the credit goes to the police officers who did an excellent job.
You spoke about readiness and preparation on a day like this, very special day. There's a report that said 1 million people were out there to see what happened today, and what the police did was fantastic. But 2 points I noted: readiness and preparation. Is any of this lacking in the Nigerian context?
In Nigerian context, I wouldn't say that it's lacking in Nigeria.